Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Pressure coming. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Tennessee 0.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They feed him again. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Quick completion on the outbound. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here's the return from inside the 25. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after he... Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll... Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Caught near the sticks. It's Ibuka. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Howard. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
This is a third and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ibuka. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Beck. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Brings up third down.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires downfield. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Defense looks as if it's coming. He's looking for an open man on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Back to throw, it's Beck. Pocket starts fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the 1st down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's 4th down. Like, 4th down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. 1st down, 2nd down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're bringing heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Grabbed behind the line, it's Young. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's back. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dances away from the heat. He's looking on the right side. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Got a man. It's Graham. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down.
Throws toward the end zone. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. See if they can get it done on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Back to throw, it's back. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Buys a little time. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's going to pass on second down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the run from inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the Bulldogs get it past the sticks.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll run it from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David? Got a lot of running room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Coming after him. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On second down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the big tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorn! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. About to to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. A first down for the offense. Dropping back, it's Milroe. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Touch pass on the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Quarterback checking the play. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running back goes in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man quickly. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. To throw, it's Manning. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Alabama 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Longhorns in the hurry up. Wide out in motion. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Assault continues. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. At the 45, on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Floating away. Fires on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Alabama pushing the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
A strike downfield. Touchdown tie. What a grab and go for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
To the air, it's Manning. Release to the back. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Blue.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Quick pass on the jet motion. inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's knocked down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's still third and goal. Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Smart move to get down with the slide.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
We love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker, who knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Texas.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quarterback checking off. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it! Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
The deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Defense showing blitz here. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
He fires it out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That's got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going for 6. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking it.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Back to pass, it's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. Ripping through the defense. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's caught. Oh, he got loose. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Defense might bring the house here. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Corners are going to bail. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 28, Texas 18.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. This one's complete.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. We're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
He's going to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Williams. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Second down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Milroe. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On the move, it's Blue. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. Makes the grab deep.